Thank you for stopping by my channel, The Vivid Dreamer. Please be sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below so that way you know when I do all of my channel thoughts messages. This message is for the sign Aquarius for the month of November. Be sure that you comment down below. I see that I am gaining more traction with folks with this channel, so I'm like super excited. If you are interested in any of the Vivid Dreamer art that is behind me, be sure to go to the link that is underneath the About tab, and so we can get to talking about that. There's a couple of different things that's in the Etsy shop that when you go and you'll see. So if you have any questions, just let me know. All right. So let's go. Let's see. For Aquarius, what do we have going on? Be sure that you only take what resonates. Breathe. So is someone stressed out? I understand that the pandemic has heightened maybe a lot of anxiety. See? Look, know your triggers. So if you're anything like some folks, they're working from home. They're not loyal. You may be working from home. You may be telecommuting back and forth to work, getting out there again, depending on what phase you are. And then on top of that, you have the election. Oh, you have the election coming up, like literally around the corner. Oh, if you could have done things differently, what would you have chose? Let me stop paraphrasing it. If you think if things could be different, what would you choose to do differently? So, somebody, did you make a bad decision? You're bored and pay attention to the signs. Okay. Impatient, maybe. Stressed out, maybe. In your head, maybe. That's what it's feeling like right here. I want to pull another card, I'm hearing. Or I need to pull another card. Let's see. One attack life, the other complain. Pay attention to the signs. If things could be different, what would you choose differently? Know your triggers. They're not loyal. And breathe. So I feel like someone's really in their head about something. Maybe it has something to do with what's going on, what's going to be controlling us here. And furthermore, if you're like myself, I will be stressing out about that too, especially being, everyone's trying to keep their head up and everyone's trying to survive and swim and do all of that. So I just want to tip my hat off to you guys. Aquarius, you all are definitely making sure that you're able to stay with the tide. So when I say with the tide, I mean like say for instance, you know how to swim, of course, right? So when you see a tide coming or you see a wave coming, what do? You're supposed to, jump with the wave so that way it doesn't overtake you. Well, sometimes a lot of situations, like this one, maybe so happens it's a thing of you were caught blindsided and you didn't jump on track on time, but nonetheless you're still able to maintain and control. So there seems to be a snag somewhere within that. You can ride the wave, you can maintain a control within the wave, but it's just like there's water in your ears, and so we need to get that out. That's what I'm feeling. I don't know why I feel that way, but it's just like someone's jumping with the wave. Like someone's anticipating it coming. They feel like they're on the mark, they're set, they're go, but yet they're still like a half a second off. It's like having a whole dance routine down pat, but yet you like a half a millisecond off, and it can mean so much of a difference in your performance. So someone just feels like someone's in their head. That's the only way you're really behind or lacking, is when you're in your head about something. So let's clear that out. Let's clear that out. Let's clear the air and let's see what's going on, shall we? Be sure that you like, share, subscribe. I want to clarify if you could do, let me see. I want to clarify breathe. What is going on? Be sure that you like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell down below, and comment and let me know what you're thinking and your thoughts. Let's go. Schedules. Does someone have too much on their plate? Probably, perhaps. Either you have enough on your plate or you're in your head about what you have on your plate. You can be, sometimes we can say in the moment we can carry something or we can tolerate something. However, we don't know how to maintain it. And maybe you're just being a little overwhelmed right now because you have a lot on your plate. Perhaps you made a purchase that was somewhat impulsive or reactive versus you wait until right now around Black Friday time. Everyone's having a sale. So instead of spending as much as what you did, knowing that people may be shopping at home this season, you went out of your way a little too early and jumped the gun. Maybe so happens you went out, bought a vehicle. Like I said, that's a impulse decision or impulse purchase. It so happens outside of you getting what you're getting during the pandemic. If there wasn't a pandemic, would you be able to afford it? And nonetheless, say for instance, we wanted to start that business. And so happens, people right now, they're not going out buying new things because everything is kind of tight right now. But that doesn't mean that they won't try and go repair and fix their own things, like they say in good times. So with having a business mindset, now it's time for you to be able to jump with the tide and with the current. You know that you wanted to be busy. So therefore you prepared correctly. At the same time, it seems like you're in your head about something. You are in your head about something. Either other people's actions or your actions being put out on your behalf is really messing up the vibe of your energy. And you feel it. Even though you feel like you have a handle on everything, I just feel like you're agitated at this point. And it's really putting you between a rock and a hard place of balancing is what I'm hearing. Balancing. Let's see. Someone may have someone in their life right now that they may be trying to juggle with whatever it is that they have going on. And let me tell you something. If you're a person that wants someone for every day of the week, I can see why you're exhausted and still trying to keep up. However, if it's not bringing process or progress, be sure that it's not a distraction. But like I said, perhaps you're in a position where you are trying to balance, and that's what I feel. You're trying to balance, but maybe you're in your headspace about what is important. Let's see. It could very well be. At the same time, you're trying to balance. However, someone may not have the best interest in mind for you. So again, you have to be sure that when you see a wave or a current coming, you time it correctly, where if you do have your own safety net in your foundation, you're grounded. You don't have to worry. At the same time, if you have things intermingled and intertwined with someone else, or you have a soul tie with someone else, this could be a karmic lesson coming back. I'm not sure. We're going to look further. We got a celebration in reverse. So yeah, someone's up in their headspace. Someone's trying to figure out what's a priority, Aquarius, and what's a responsibility. You don't ever want something that's a responsibility, because when it's a priority, I feel like there's more of an urge to want to take care of it better and hold it closer and it has more meaning than it will be for it to be a responsibility. You have to pay your utilities in order for you to be fresh for work the next day. So, though you don't like paying a bill, you don't want to pay that high ass bill, that you need to, because it's a necessity. You feel me? So you have to definitely be careful of what has which slot of importance. Look, Again, something is weighing on you heavy. Something is weighing on you heavy. And you're in your head about it. Now, oxen upright. You feel some type of way about it. Like, literally, it has you to a point where, like, all bets are off. You know, if so happens someone was to get too close, you so amped right now, you don't need a hype man. That's what I'm seeing. Could that be stunting your growth by chance, Aquarius? I feel it. I feel it. Let's see. Look. I can't make this up. The tree card in reverse. Didn't I just say someone's stunting your growth? You cannot grow a rose from concrete. I don't care what Ashanti song you listen to. You cannot grow a rose from concrete. And just so happens something that's on your plate is making it so it's heavier and harder for you to move on or to do something different, or just basically just do something that's best for you. So you in your head about it. You know the truth. You've seen it before. So if you've seen it before and it puts you in this place where, you know, you gotta pull yourself back to pick yourself up, it may be time just to drop them off, because there's really no point in you having a burden, and there's no point in you stunting your growth and being stagnant. Because see, the tree in reverse and the wine card in reverse with the burden and upright, that's not good. It's not good, especially in my eyes and in my energy, when you have the rose and the rooster card in the upright. See, something has to take the wheel here. You have to choose what's going to take the wheel here. You know, you have to balance between yourself and a relationship, but yet something out of this is not giving you what you need. And I honestly believe it has something to do with a relationship, because I see all of these stems and all these trees and all these characteristics that make it so that there's strength and growth. I don't see it. I don't feel it. But yet I understand when I see this ox card. Look at him. He's not even on all fours. He's on his hind legs. Like he TTG. He ready to go. He trained to go because he's tired. They're upset at this point. Because if things were going to be different, it should have been happened by now. So you're in your head. Whew, boy. When I tell you let go and you will fly free. Lord, look at this. The poison apple in reverse. If you were to just let go, you will set yourself free. Something in the mix of what you already have going on is not doing well, and it's not mixing well. It's oil to your water. It's not doing anything. And you know it. You've been in your head about it. You've already seen it. You're well aware of it. Now it's time for you to do something, okay? Aquarius, be sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below. It's something that you got to do. You got to make a decision. Because look, if you don't, there won't be a new start. It won't be a new season. It'll just be back to the same old cycle. The sun in reverse. Mind you, on this sun card, the sun is a circle, and yet every which direction that you try to go, you keep failing. You keep staggering. You keep yourself in a cemented place and position when you decide, you know for sure, you want someone else to control your life. Don't you think we got enough going on with these presidents out here? It's time for you to take back control of your light. What makes you shine? What makes you feel resilient? What makes you feel like, you know, you should glow? You should feel confident. You should feel like a ray of sunshine in someone else, and you should receive it. But it just seems like every time you do it your way, there's no way anything is produced from it. And it's because the choices that you're making or deciding to keep around you are the very ones that are being the noose around your neck. So it's time for you to make some wise executive decisions. Because if you don't, it's going to cost you more in the end than it does in the beginning. Look at that. Page of Wands in the reverse. Don't miss your time to board to your next destination. All because of what you assume was good for you up until this point from the past. It's going to be the passport to get you to the next destination. It doesn't work like that. 3 of Swords. Someone, and very well, so happens, this was to be a circumstance where you love someone, and say for instance, this is a relationship with this 3 of Swords. You're in a third party situation where you love somebody, and you know what they're doing is not good for you. However, because you love them, you can stay with them. That's a lot of painful nights of crying, knowing that that person's not shedding not near one tear for you. You know, right then and certain that this person is not loyal, but they have you tied up in a situation where everybody is sharing a piece of his heart, including him. They want to have their cake and eat it too. They left you out in the dust, out in the cold. They ghosted you. Look, it's a soul tie. It's time for you to break free from that soul tie. When we fall in love with temporary things that's supposed to teach us lessons, it's really easy to get attached. And at this point, you're trying to get away because you know better, Aquarius. You know you can do better. And yet, you know, you're wondering. You're wondering if you made the right choice. Because, see, you're standing by yourself. You're standing by yourself. And that's not what you wanted. But this soul tie, it's going to stunt your growth. It's not going to make you feel joyful. It's not going to replenish you or fill your cup. Look at this, the Magician of Upright. You see, maturity is a growing pain. And when you learn the lessons of what makes you stronger, that includes people, you know how to take that hurt and turn it into something that's going to be golden down the line. You're going to find peace and serenity in that. There's going to be a mindset, a mind frame within that lesson and that season that's going to help you elevate to the next chapter. They're by themselves, but you know what? They love themselves through and through and through and out. That's how my grandma used to say it. It has to come to a point you're going to come first. What's this? 2 of Wands? Just looking out into the sunset in reverse. You are not a bad choice. Look at this. Ace of Pentacles. There's a new beginning coming. Out of everything that you had to learn, you will, and you're going to have a golden opportunity to move forth. It may not very well be with the person that you intended, you wanted, but nonetheless, your feet will move forth. You have to be willing to see the signs, though, of when the time is right for you to do so. You have to pay attention to the signs. Look at that, King of Pentacles. I can't make this shit up. Be careful of what you entertain as well. Because, see, how I see it is like, hey, this is what I have to offer you. Yeah, but you only got one. Even though you're a King of Pentacles, what can you do with that? What can you do with that? Don't let anyone bribe you and make you feel like you have to stay with them, because that way they know that you love them. Some people don't love you. They just want to control you. So I want to go ahead and follow up here. Round this about. Be sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Let's do 3 channel thought cards to see how to close this up. As soon as I was about to say I'm getting better with shuffling, something happens. All right. No drama for your mama. Well, that's what happens when you're willing to find your own peace. You're willing to find your own peace and understand that you can't find it in no one else but you. You know, the only person that's going to be loyal to you is you. Because you have to wake up every day, right? And deal with yourself. See? Break the cycle. Certain things aren't good for you. And if someone, you know, let me see here. Hold on. Let me go backwards. You have the poison apple in reverse. I hope I said that right in the beginning. We'll see. But you have the poison apple in reverse. Still, someone has to let something go in order for you to grow. Savings. Maybe you just, you know, that can be a vice. That can be anything that makes it so that it just dwindles down on what it is that you're trying to go towards. What's holding you back? I honestly believe, from what I saw, like I said, hopefully I didn't say this right. I didn't say this wrong, but nonetheless, it just feels as if like it's a new chapter for you, Aquarius. And you have a soul tie that now it just needs to be broken, because you don't have time for the messiness. You don't have time for the messiness. Messiness does not do nothing for you. Look, time heals everything. Like I said, I can't make this up. It's time for you to sever that tie. It's not going to feel any worse than it would if like I want to say it's not going to hurt as bad if you just let it go. You feel me? It won't hurt as bad if you just let it go. Look, what did you learn? I can't make this up. So someone's about to walk in, Aquarius, you're about to walk into a new cycle if you understand. Mind you, we just had a full moon too. So, it's time for you to walk forward, you know. It's time for you to walk forward. You see it, you know it. Look, maturity means letting go of old things. That old relationship with the guy from the old neighborhood growing up when you was 3, that's not going to be a relationship down the line that maybe you 30 or 40 in these days and times may survive and last. So I like to say, don't try to fill up along the way what your path should entail. Just predict it. You know what I'm saying? If you can't relate, don't communicate. You feel me? You feel like you won't have a hard time on your journey, but you understand that there's going to be obstacles. Just understand that there's going to be obstacles. But don't try to put out there, oh, well, I'm going to have to deal with this, and I'm going to have alopecia here, and I'm going to have, jock itch here. Don't do that to yourself. Oh, I'm going to have a contemplation of me wanting. No, don't do that. Just let time do its work. And look, in the meantime, in between time, if you be proactive, you will never have to worry too much about being reactive, because you already have control. Again, this goes back to that tide. Are you jumping with the tide, or are you letting it take over and conquer you? It's the same thing when you look at if people are good for you or not, and then you go and look yourself in the mirror and say, well, what is it that you deserve? Do you deserve to drown, or you gonna try your best to float? It's up to you. All right. One more card for the road, and we are out of here. Triggered. 2 cards, same topic, popped out. Sometimes you gotta clean your friends out. Just like groceries have an expiration date. It happens. Some people aren't meant to be here forever. So understand if you inviting in a guest or you inviting in soon to be tenant. The responsibility of that is you don't lose yourself in the midst of you sharing your space, opportunity, body, places, dreams, etc. Keep yourself first in all aspects. And always remember, like I said, though things may seem as if like, yeah, I may have an obstacle or two that I'm going to have to overcome, just like being in around waves and water, you can't overcome and get to the shore if you're not even willing to try and survive. So just keep in mind that you got this. like I've been saying, for everybody, Aquarius. So be sure that you like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell down below, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.